Okay, be taken to turn countdown. Hi everyone, my name is Polycereal. Today I'm going to presenting my talk about the interplay between the soil microbe and the plants, which is focused on the ecology one. It's kind of like different from other people. And also I want to say that I'm right now just a PhD candidate, so I don't have any kind of specific like research result to present to you, but I just want to introduce this amazing field of study and hope you can like get something from this. I'm right now working in the ecology evolutionary major and in the University of Kansas, so that's my background. And for today, we're going to studying with actually a corny issue, which kind of like back to the 1920s. So imagine you're actually a corn farmer back to that time. You're growing corn for a year, get some yielding like this, and then you're growing corn on the same place for another year, but yielding just keep decreasing until the third year. You cannot withstanding those kind of yielding decline, and you try to find a specialist. The specialists tell you that the solution back that time is you can just fulminate the soil. The so-called fulmination is basically you will apply plenty of gaseous pesticides in the soil, try to kill everything in the soil. And you find out that after you're using those kind of fumigation method, your yielding actually get back in the next year. So this kind of like phenomenon present in the history, and scientists try to find out what is the reason that causing those kind of decline in the monoculture. The monoculture just basically means you only grow one kind of plant species in your file, such as in the corn that you're growing in the entire file is just corn, there's nothing other species. We summarize those kind of phenomena called the monoculture decline. The things that happen in the monoculture decline and also the method of the soil fumigation actually inspired the scientists saying maybe there's something in the soil that causing those kind of decline. So after history research, we find out that there are actually numerous of soil microbes that are invisible to our human eyes, but they can take in some effects on the plants. So here's the experiment. They're saying that if you just stain the soil, basically kill everything in the soil, you will make plants growing better. And here I use an example of the clover, which also the species on my head. So anyway, so this is the background of soil microbe. With those kind of findings, we find out that the microbes actually can have some kind of legacy effect happen in the soil, which basically is a process like this. So imagine the soil has a lot of microbe in there. Now there's this plant species growing here. This plant species actually will actively attracting some kind of microbe. We're only targeting this specific plants, such as the pathogen. So those kind of microbes can actually remaining longer in time than the plant. So maybe the plant is dead, but the microbe can stay active in the soil and waiting for the next target that will be showing up in the soil. So those kind of things that they remain in the soil, they may change in the so we call those kind of effect called the plant soil feedback. What happened here is those kind of altered soil that conditioning by the previous species, they might remain in soil for a longer time, but they may promoting the same species growing on the same area like this. So maybe they're attracting some beneficial microbe to them so they can grow better for the same species, or they are attracting some harmful species like the pathogen, so they will actually hammer the same species growing in the future. So those kind of interplay between the soil microbe and the plants over time, we just summarize them as the plant soil feedback. So the plant soil feedback, as I said before, they can have positive feedback, makes the plant species growing better of their own, or they can have the negative plant soil feedback. For today, I will only go over with the negative plant soil feedback because those kind of things will have a very interesting feature. We call them the density dependent. Don't be afraid about this one because this is only plot I'm showing in this chart. I will animate them so you will understand it better. So imagine the same cases with the same species and plants. Over time, there are a lot of species like growing here, and they will actively treating the soil microbes. So you will see many microbes also accumulating there. Maybe those microbes are really bad, so they are pathogen. They're actually accumulating a lot. So you will see here, those kind of density will increase. The density in biology just mean how many of them. So once they increase, the pathogen will also increase to creep up and knock down the plant species. So the plants themselves will actually be killed by the microbes. So you say the plant community population actually decline. But those kind of declines, they will no longer support any nutrition for the pathogen. So pathogen themselves will also decline over time. So once pathogen has declined, the soil become healthier for the same species. So the plant species will take space again and will grow back And then those also building up more pathogen accumulation again. So this are focusing on oscillation will happening over and over again. So this is how the negative plant soil feedback regulating a plant population. This is also what happened in that clone field. Once you're going clone over and over again, you will accumulating too much pathogen in the soil. It will basically kill the clone population. So those kind of phenomena, once they happen outside the man-made field, like in the wild, they actually will causing a very interesting phenomenon that will actually maintain the species diversity. Just think about in one area, there's one particular species, they will always forming those kind of oscillation because they were restrained by their own pathogen on their soil. So those kind of things actually maintain the diversity in the well. So there's no single species can actually overcome the entire land to dominate everything because they will always restrain themselves. But they will also can growing back once the pathogen is gone. So those kind of things actually explain why in nature there are so many diverse plants out there. They're not just only one species. So that's all of my talk about the plant soil feedback. If you have any question about my talk, or if you want to know more about this thing, you can always follow my Twitter. I will actually open the question and answer Twitter on my Twitter. You can leave comments there, or you can just leave at me. I will be happy to answer them. Thank you.